Hey! I just saw this movie not too long ago, and this film is called Backcountry, and it is directed by somebody named Adam MacDonald. And the movie is about a country that is back. But to be more specific, this movie actually has probably the most simple premise in a movie ever. It is literally just about a man and a woman. They are a couple, and they're camping out, in the middle of the woods, trying to have a good time. And they are attacked by a black bear. That's pretty much, yeah, that's the whole movie. Now, what I really like about this movie is the simplicity of it. It's a very simple story that, anybody can follow, anybody can enjoy it. It's very, very simple. And the movie really wants you to connect with the characters, so, you feel bad for them. As a matter of fact, the first half of this movie is just all character development. It's all focusing on the characters. And the movie takes a very realistic approach to the horror genre, in that, like I said, they try to make it as realistic as possible by getting to know the characters and, pretty much just feel bad for them when, bad stuff happens. And then eventually, like halfway into the movie, the black bear comes into play, and that is the main threat of this film, obviously. And it just kind of, from there is very, very intense. And I gotta give him props for making the movie seem so realistic, because this movie is very, very realistic. Like, if you ever had an encounter with a black bear, this is probably how it would have, have gone down. So kudos to them for making a very realistic approach to this sort of situation. But yeah, they definitely did a very good job at that. The two actors as well, they did a very good job. And yeah, some people may complain that the two main characters are, idiots. Because, they're in the middle of the woods, they have no weapons. You later find out that they don't have a map, or they don't have cell phones, and yeah, they're pretty stupid characters. But you guys gotta remember that that's really what makes it a horror movie, If the characters were smart and knew what they were doing, it really wouldn't be as entertaining. But, if the characters were smart, they wouldn't even be in this situation. So, of course, the characters aren't likable, but don't hate the movie just because the characters aren't likable and that the characters are dumb, because they're the reason why, this whole situation is happening, and they're the reason why this, entire movie is a horror film. Otherwise, it'd just be very, very boring, because imagine if they did have a shotgun with them, and then they shot the bear, and then, what happens? There goes your movie. So, you kind of have to have that stupidity in the movie in order for it to be, more intense. But despite playing, very unlikable characters, I think the actors did a very good job in this film. Like I said, very, very realistic. There are some moments in here that just very, very intense stuff. Really, the only downside I have with it is that it's very slow, especially the first half, like I said, but that's, again, just building, character development, and it takes a very, very long time for, the black bear to actually come into play, so just be very patient. This movie is actually based on a true story in a real-life event that actually did happen in Northern Ontario. And, yeah, I read the true story, and it's pretty accurate. They definitely did some slight changes in the movie to make it more intense, but the actual story is pretty accurate. So yeah, kudos to them for that too. But yeah, guys, Backcountry, it's a pretty fun movie. It's not the best movie out there or anything like that, but it's a fun watch. If you have nothing else to watch, or you don't know what to watch, then this is definitely a movie to check out, definitely. So yeah, overall, I'll probably give Backcountry a 3.5 out of 5. Very enjoyable movie. Very, very slow, like I said, but again, it's just building characters. But yeah, guys, I would recommend Backcountry, but please don't expect this to be some action-packed horror film, because that's not really what it is at all. It's really, really slow. But yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't yet. That is it! That is it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Jacob Palacio, and I will see you guys later.